Hey guys, I was looking over some old YouTube videos. Realized it had been a while since I updated you guys. I've started off at Quickway. This is gonna be a really short video, by the way. Really short, just a few bullet points. I started Quickway on Tuesday. Wednesday was an off day. It's now Thursday night. Tuesday, my trainer that I was with, he had two trailers for the day. He sent me home after one because he's like most truck drivers. He wants his alone time. No big deal. I'll be with him again tomorrow. I was with a different trainer today. Again, two trailers in emptied in one day. I hung out with him for both trailers. He did all the driving. He did a lot of the unloading because we got off to a really slow start. I did some unloading, just enough that he can sign the piece of paper that says I know how to safely operate a pallet jack. So really, I did, I think, two stores of our seven, I think, 6 or 7 stores we went to today. Trying to think what else. So that's kind of the deal with Quickway. I'll be with another trainer tomorrow, Friday, and then hopefully on Saturday, just in time for the ice and the freezing that we're expecting in Middle Tennessee over the weekend. They will hopefully turn me loose on my own, which will be nice. Be in truck on my own, doing my own thing, making some money. Like any new job, I'll be a little slower because both my trainers know all the stores and where they are off the top of their head, and they go. Whereas me starting off new, I'll be plugging things into my phone and having to take an extra minute to scout things out on my phone. How to get into a store, to back into a dock, and everything else. When I left you guys out last time, I was gonna go have dinner with some family of mine in downtown Nashville. That happened. It was phenomenal. It was really amazing. A very I don't know if high end is maybe a step below high end of a restaurant. It's one of those places where when I did my internet research, to me it was like I am so unworthy of being here. Like me, I'm satisfied. You want to take me to Taco Bell and buy me, $1 tacos? That's totally cool with me. Or we want to meet up and we each get our own food. I'm not saying like you have to buy me food, but whatever. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. Damn, it's like 3 in 15 seconds. So yeah, when it comes to food, I'm just not that big on it. Fancy restaurants, but this place, the food was actually impressive. I was actually impressed. Like I had is a little bit of a moment of clarity as to how people will spend money at these nice restaurants often. This is a place that would be worthy of like a 1 year anniversary date night thing. But something I'll have to keep in mind if I ever get a girl to stay with me for more than 2 months or something like that. So anyway, yeah, time with the family was good. Went to Virginia, hung out with my brother. That was a good time. Chauffeured him around. Definitely eye-opening in some ways. A little test of patience. And when I say a test of patience, we did a lot of coordinating involving plans and bookings of rental cars, hotels, all that fun stuff. And he just wanted to do things way differently than me, and I didn't really fight him. But then when we got there, he sort of saw the light, if you will, my way. It's not worth going into details. It's just a learning experience. I would say for him, being less traveled than me, although he'd make the argument that he's more traveled than me, which overall is true. He has traveled more miles in his life than I have. But in terms of more trips, especially trips away from our parent or trips without our parents, I dominate that category. I would very safely say. And my camera's not focusing. Anyway, speaking of my camera, yesterday I got a new phone, the Galaxy S9. I got a new phone when I switched my service provider. I am saving about $75 a month on my cell phone bill by dropping Verizon and moving to Sprint. So today was my first day with Sprint. No problem. A few times is a little slower than normal, but I truly mean a little slower to make that $70 a month savings well worth it. So, that would be so. Yeah, that's nice. Super stoked about that. Leaving Virginia was a little bit of a challenge. I mentioned earlier. I started my new job on Tuesday. I was supposed to start Monday. I got a text message from Southwest Airlines on Sunday. We were supposed to fly back. No, sorry, I take that back. On Saturday. Saturday was the day of the wedding. Saturday morning, saying that our flight early Sunday morning at like 5:30 in the morning had been canceled. It was a flight. Me and my brother were both on it out of Virginia going to Baltimore. There was a lot of storms, and Southwest canceled our flight. And it was interesting because there were other people traveling to California who had a layover in Charlotte on American Airlines, literally hours after mine and my brother's flight was supposed to go to Baltimore. And as far as I know, they got away without any delays or issues or anything. So I was still able to come home on Sunday. I just got home instead of in the afternoon like I was supposed to. I got home just before midnight. And since then, I've been having problems with my heater. My heater works, but it's drawing way more power than it should. Just to heat my house when I got back Sunday night into early Monday morning, it used the same amount of electricity as if I had just maintained the same temperature while I was gone. There's something really going on with it. They were here today when I was at work. Said they fixed it. I came back and still didn't fix it. It's got basically two types of heat. It's got regular heat and then auxiliary heat. Auxiliary heat draws electricity like there's no tomorrow. And it's supposed to come on in really cold temperatures, which it's cold, but not really cold, and it's been colder. And the auxiliary heat has not come on. But now the auxiliary heat comes on basically all the time. And I come home from work, I bump it up just 1 degree from what it was, auxiliary heat kicked in. It should not do that. I had not even seen auxiliary heat pop up on my thermostat till I got back on Sunday. So, okay, I feel like I bounced around a little bit, but I think I brought it all full circle. But yeah, my friend Aaron, he got married to his fiance. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video, but it was after I moved here. I was doing a box truck thing for a while. I don't know if I know I mentioned that I was doing a box truck thing several videos ago. But my friend Aaron and his mom Robin spent the night. I did mention this. I can say for sure, scrolling through my videos, I did mention it. It was when Aaron set up the bed in my guest room. His mom Robin set up my kitchen. I know I discussed that in a video or videos long ago. But yeah, he's actually part of that trip after they stayed the night with me. I didn't realize this at the time, but part of that trip was for Aaron to introduce his girlfriend and mom, and basically if mom approved, he was going to ask her to marry him. And that happened like 3 days after they spent the night at my house. So really cool. Got to go to a wedding. Weddings are fun. In theory, I will have 3 more weddings / receptions to attend this calendar year. We'll see how it all, just talking to people, I should have 3, but I haven't received any save the dates or wedding invitations or anything. So yeah, I think pretty much all 3 of them, I can see all 3 of them doing things quickly. They decide they're gonna have a reception. 2 months later, they have a reception. So we'll see what happens. The fun thing is 2 of them, as the roads wind, to live about half an hour from each other. So I might be taking 2 separate trips to their neck of the woods. And thankfully, there is a nonstop flight out of Nashville to the area, because I would only be on the ground there for a day, if that, for their ceremony. So I don't want to miss more work than I have to with a couple goals I have for myself this year and buying a house and everything. Don't know if I shared that with you guys or not, but I do have a goal of buying a house this year. My lease is up in April, and I do not want to renew. I'd like to buy. At the same time, I don't want to rush the buying process or buy a really crappy house that I will be spending a lot of money on to fix and maintain either. So just waiting for the new job, get settled in with the new job before I hit the ground running really hard. I've already made some phone calls, talked to a couple realtors, talked to some financing people, kind of feeling things out a little bit. But it looks like I'll be buying a house this spring, more than likely. But at this point, I would say it's a 60-40 thing. 60% yes, 40% no. But at this point, trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Keeping this shorter-ish. But with the new job today, doing 2 trailers, I was home at like 6. So much better than with the bread job. That was crazy. When I pulled in the driveway and it was like 6:10, I think, 6:15. That was crazy to me that I would be, on a good day, I would be not quite halfway done delivering bread at this time. It was crazy to me. But now I'm home. So watch the Predators get spanked to the Winnipeg Jets tonight. That was not so fun. But I'm going to take a shower, go to bed, do the whole milk thing again tomorrow. It's been quite an experience so far. I'm sure I'll have details and stories to share with you guys involving that. Now, let's just say, even milk on its own make it sour and rotten, tastes bad. Or, sorry, smells bad. But after it's been watered down, and then some splashes in your face and lands like right here, it smells horrible. That's one lesson I learned today. And I learned how to avoid it. But silly me, I made that mistake. One particular mistake I made twice. So at least my trainer had paper towels. I had a water bottle, so it was okay. But pretty much it with me. Just a little update for you guys, and I will talk to you next time I feel like updating you guys, which will probably be in a week or so, to let you guys know how my first week at the new job solo by myself went. So see ya.